1616 House is a creative arts education facility as well as a special events venue where we specialize in luxury events and tailored, unique private courses ranging across all the arts. So not just music, dance, and your typical arts, but also restoration, which, plaster, window repair, things that no longer are prominent, as well as gardening and kind of anything local creatives can think of, we can hold a workshop for. So I just have an innate love for the arts. I went to Performing Arts Academy when I was a kid, and I realized that arts in the schools and programs aren't really there anymore. So it's just another facet in which we can provide a space. So really it's not even been a year that we've had the formal approval to, okay, go ahead with it. And one of the contingencies of the property was that we didn't have enough parking. So when we first were interested in doing this, the neighborhood's like, well, where are you gonna park? Where are you gonna have 120 people go? And so we started partnering up or started reaching out to local parking facilities. And we just so happened to be right behind a high school, Sidney Lanier High School. So I reached out to their principal and said, look, I'm looking for a place. Are you guys willing to do a partnership? Is there anything you would like of us? And the request was, well, the student parking lot where we would want it is in dire need of repair. I mean, you're at the point where you can no longer see the lines. It's just weeds are growing through, and the school system doesn't have the funds to redo that. So we said, absolutely, we'll take on that project. And then COVID came and everything in terms of pricing started going up. So what our initial discussions ended up being higher, and I had an idea. I was like, well, why don't we just work with local businesses and pull this together and show that the local small businesses in this community can pitch back in. And even if it's a little bit at a time, as anybody knows with crowdfunding, the more people you have, you don't have to all put in the same amount of money to get the same results. So the local businesses have been responding really well. We held off a little bit on fully putting it out there just because we are doing businesses and we want to make sure that the public kind of recognizes that we are targeting a certain group of people and not just saying, hey, anybody come give us money to put it in. We want to make sure that the local businesses are pitching in themselves. We've just met so many small businesses that are equally as excited about living here in Montgomery than we are. They see the progress that's been making, the revitalization that's been happening downtown, and they're trying to pull it from downtown back into the communities. There's a lot of incredible artists that are doing work on the west side of Montgomery. We're here kind of saying, look, we're gonna start at our house and spread out. And there's been a lot of other businesses that are saying, look, we did the same thing. We started in our business and now we're willing to spread out. And so if we can all do that together, we'll create this bubble of the problems in our community we can start addressing. And there's been a lot of fortunate businesses during COVID that have benefited. And I know I spoke with one lady who is incredibly driven and motivated in the community, fabulous business owner. And she was saying, I've been so blessed by what happened with COVID. I want to make sure I give back. And I want to make sure that the people that did not, that lost their jobs, students that now have to study online, which if you've ever taken a virtual class, I did in college, and it's not easy. So the teachers, the students, they all deserve something special for themselves. If this is successful, this is just the beginning. So there's a lot of other projects, and the public school system here in Montgomery really needs it.